Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Bron and today's video is all things Marvel. Over the last couple of weeks, months, I don't know, I actually got through these pretty fast, but I watched every single Marvel movie after literally never seeing a single one. Now I decided that I wanted to do this because everybody was talking about WandaVision. It seemed really interesting to me from what I had seen like on social media. So I was like, I'm gonna watch WandaVision. I watched it, y'all. Literally, it's my favorite show to ever exist. I'm obsessed with Wanda. I'm obsessed with Elizabeth Olsen. I'm just obsessed with everything. Like, I love WandaVision. WandaVision is actually not included in this video because we didn't rewatch it after watching all of the movies, because I literally always am watching it. At any given minute, WandaVision is on my TV. Like, I literally paused it on my TV to film this video. I just think that the show is so smart. The characters I love. The acting is amazing. It truly is just like such a good show. And because I loved WandaVision so much, I was like, you know, I want to see what the entire MCU is about. So what you're about to watch is my reaction to every single Marvel movie. Every time after I watched one, I would film a little clip of like my thoughts on it, and that's what you're about to watch. It is a very long one, so go get your popcorn, grab a seat, and let's dive into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I just finished my first Marvel movie. We are watching them in chronological order instead of release order. So the first one I watched was Captain America,
The First Avenger.
The First Avenger. I'm gonna rate everything out of 10. 10 what? All right, I'm gonna rate everything out of how many Avengers it gets. I would give Captain America probably like 7.5 out of 10 Avengers. I thought it was pretty good. It kept my attention. I wasn't like bored. Not a lot happened. Like, I thought there was gonna be more going on, but I think for the first Avengers movie that I watched, wasn't half bad.
It's very much a story building movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's a foundational movie.
Yeah. I liked it. I'm excited to watch the rest, I guess. This is one of a lot, but yeah. What did I say, 7.5 out of 10?
Yep.
7.5 out of 10 Avengers for Captain America. Just finished my second Marvel movie, which was Captain Marvel. I liked Captain America better. I thought by the end, I was like, okay, yeah, I like it. It made sense, whatever. And I feel like, what, probably halfway through, I was like, oh, this is what's going on. I don't love Brie Larson. This was the first thing I'd seen her in. So I think I had a bit a different person. I don't know. I just don't love the way she acts. It also, this whole movie was very Star Wars to me. Even like with light speed and like the, I don't know, like the in space and the spaceships and the everything. It just felt very Star Wars to me, which was fine. Like, I like Star Wars.
If the fact that it being in space makes it Star Warsy to you, I have some news for you about the remainder of the movies.
Great. I mean, I don't dislike that. Like, I like Star Wars. I guess just I wasn't really expecting that. I would say for me, this one probably gets like 3 out of 5. Like, I liked it. I would watch it again, but I know it's not going to be my favorite, which very much disappoints Caitlin because she loves this one. But, oh well, it is what it is. I didn't dislike it, but didn't love it. What's the next one?
I think Iron
Man. Iron Man is the one you said you thought I was going to like the best, right?
Not necessarily the best, but I think that you will like Iron Man. However, I thought that you would like this movie, so
We see how that turned out.
Yeah.
We'll see. Maybe I'll love Iron Man. I forgot to mention, I think my favorite character in that movie, I did really like Maria. And since I've watched WandaVision, like the whole Maria Monica thing really makes a lot of sense to me, and that was kind of fun. Wanda is my favorite character. However, I think my second favorite character behind Wanda is Goose.
in case you don't remember who Goose is, it's the cat.
The cat.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah, Goose is number 2. We'll see if he moves from that spot. Just finished Iron Man. I really liked Iron Man, honestly. I'm excited for the second one because I liked once he like became Iron Man. So I feel like this one is gonna be, like Iron Man 2 is gonna be just about him being Iron Man. I didn't love the whole like, I don't know where they were from, that country or whatever, they all spoke Arabic. That part really freaked me out, not gonna lie, I didn't love that, but it made sense. Also, the fact that the bald guy wasn't Kurt Russell doesn't make sense in my head, even though I recognize that it was not him. But yeah, I would say Iron Man was probably like 4 out of 5. I liked it. Caitlin thought that one was gonna be my favorite one. I don't know if it's my favorite yet, because I feel like I've only seen 3 of them, so I can't make like a proper like, oh yeah, I liked that one the best. But I did like it. I didn't love the first like hour because it was just a lot of violence and like that's not my cup of tea. But yeah, it made me excited to watch the second one, which I think is good. And in the like chronological timeline of it, the second one is next. So we'll be watching that one soon. Hopefully it lives up to my expectations. Just finished Iron Man 2. I was a little disappointed with this one. It was still good, like I liked it, I enjoyed it, but I thought it was gonna be more of a continuation of the last one, and it like wasn't. It was, I mean, it's obviously like still Iron Man, but it was like just like a whole new story. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this, and it felt a little predictable, I guess, that like, okay, they capture the bad guy and then he gets out and then they're like, ooh, make this and we'll pay you, and then he just makes what he wants to make. Like, that's kind of what happened in the first movie with Tony. So like, I don't know, felt a little predictable, but it was still good. I liked Gwyneth Paltrow better in this movie. Scarlett Johansson is in it. Purple Lightsaber, what's his name?
Nick Fury.
Nick Fury, that's the one. I just call him Purple Lightsaber. I like his character. Goose was not in it. I hate that for me, but it's okay.
Who's your favorite?
I like Coulson, the agent. He's just a nice little man. That's really the only thoughts I have. I have forgotten to rank the other ones out of 10 Avengers, so we're gonna start that again now. I would say this movie gets 6 Avengers out of 10. It's fun, like it wasn't bad, it just, I don't know, didn't love the story.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah. What's next, Thor?
Yep.
Yeah, watched the post-credits scene and saw the hammer, so I said, must be Thor. Just finished Thor, and I have to say that I think so far this one has been my favorite. Thor is not my favorite, but I really liked the movie. And I think I have decided that Iron Man is my favorite Avenger so far. Why is that, Caitlin?
Because he's got an attitude and you can relate.
I don't have an attitude.
I'm just kidding, because he's spunky.
Yeah. I just think he has more of a personality than some of the other ones do. But next is Avengers, which I'm very excited for because that's like when it gets good. I'm really just still waiting for Wanda. I know that she's in Age of Ultron, but there's like 5 more movies between me and her, so like I hate that for me. Any other thoughts?
So close.
Any other thoughts on Thor that I was gonna say?
Loki.
Oh yeah, I liked Loki. He's a fun guy. Confused a little by him, but I think that's why I like him.
You will have much more interaction with Loki.
Yeah, and I liked, I'm interested, we watched the post-credits scene and I want to know what's going on with Bill Anderson.
Bill Anderson, do you want to explain that reference?
The guy that plays Bill Anderson in Mamma Mia, he was talking to Purple Lightsaber. Bill Anderson was talking to Purple Lightsaber during the end credits, so something's going on.
Oh my god.
And that's what you missed on Glee.
Nick Fury.
Nick Fury and
Dr. Eric.
And what's the hammer called?
We won't go there.
Well, overall, I would give Thor 9 out of 10 Avengers.
Solid
We're getting up
rating.
there. Yeah. We finished the Avengers. I really liked this one. It's cool to like, I don't know, because this one was like kind of one of the first ones to come out, and then all the other backstories were released, right? Or not really.
Let me see.
I don't know. In my head, that's how it was. So like, this is fun to see, and it like all kind of makes sense of, okay, these are how they all became superheroes. Here's them just like being superheroes. So yeah, I really liked this one. I would say it's probably like maybe like 8 Avengers out of 10.
So you liked Thor better still?
Yeah, because the only thing is Thor was the one we watched right before this, and like Loki is the bad guy in that one, and then he's the bad guy in this one. So it's like kind of the same, except now we just have like everybody fighting him, not just Thor. So I wish there had been a different villain, and then it probably would have been a little bit higher, but I really liked it. I'm really sad that Coulson died because he was one of my favorite characters. So I'm gonna mourn that loss a little bit, but we're one movie closer to Wanda, so yeah. It was a good one. I liked it. Next is Thor, right?
Thor: The Dark World.
Thor 2. God, another one that's probably gonna be Thor and Loki fighting. All right, just finished Thor 2, right? Thor: The Dark World. I like this one. I like Thor, like I like the Thor movies a lot. So I liked this one. Still confused on if Loki is dead. Ignore the neighbors above me moving things. But Loki, I think, is in my top 3 favorite characters. So I really hope he's not dead. I also know there's a movie coming out about him in the near future. So I don't know if that's a backstory or a continuation. So I don't really know what's up with Loki. I don't really care about like Jane and Darcy and Eric and all them, but I like Thor. I like Loki a lot. I like their universe, which is interesting because I feel like normally the movies I like are the ones where they're like in America, not like in their planets or whatever. But I like this one. I would say it's probably like 8 Avengers out of 10.
8.5.
Why 8.5? Just feels more like 8.5.
Because I felt like as you were watching, I was watching you watch it, and you were thoroughly enjoying it.
I was. Okay,
Really
8.5.
You really like the dynamic with Thor and Loki.
Yeah, I do. I like them together. All right, fine. 8.5 out of 10. You know what? Let's give it a 9 out of 10.
Wow.
While we're at it, let's just give it a 9.
If only you're such a Thor stan.
But the thing is, I don't really like Thor.
You
I
just
like
the
his movies. Yeah.
Okay, well, Thor Ragnarok, which is the next one, is my favorite of the Thor movies, so get excited.
Nice. I'm
Just
excited.
because I said that, you probably will hate it.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, you thought I would like Iron Man, and I like him.
That's true.
I don't love the Iron Man movies, but I like Iron Man's character a lot. Iron Man 3 is next, right?
Yes.
I think. We're getting closer to Wanda. What do you think, Boone? Who do you like? Do you like Goose? You like Goose? Yeah, you're a little goose. Booney, what did you think of the movie? Hey, can you tell everybody? Booney, what did you think of the movie? Did you like it? You showing your Infinity Stone chin? What'd you think? It's pretty good? Pretty good. Just finished Iron Man 3. Can't say I loved that one. It was intense. It was a little weird. It was very different, I feel like, than the other ones. Yeah, that one was just a lot. And I feel like it wasn't as much about like Iron Man. I don't know. It was just like weird and twisted and like low-key scary. So not my favorite. Probably like only 4 out of 10 Avengers.
Wow.
Yeah, like it was pretty bad.
Is Iron Man still your favorite Avenger?
Yes.
Okay.
Minus Wanda. Does she count?
Sure.
Okay, Wanda's
But
number 1 and then
that
Iron
you've
Man.
met so far.
Okay, yeah, well,
I mean,
Iron Man.
Okay. So it didn't ruin Iron Man for you.
No, and like I think he was good in the movie. Like I liked him and I liked Pepper. But like the whole fire people or whatever, like that like didn't even make sense to me. Like I understand like the logistics a little bit, but there was no real like, oh, this is our motive or anything like that. And the whole thing with the guy that the bomb, Chad, is that his name?
Mm-hmm.
That was like acted like it was this huge thing, and then suddenly we just like never heard about it again. Yeah, I don't know, didn't love it. It is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know I'm a little bit going through it right now. My birthday was yesterday as I'm filming this, and I left something very important and very special at the hotel, and I have been
Upset.
very upset, to say the least, for the last about 24 hours. So yeah, but we're about to watch Age of Ultron, and I have not done my reviews of the last 3 movies that we watched. So even though I'm not feeling my best, I wanted to go ahead and talk about them a little bit. First one was Falcon and the Winter Soldier. No, that's the name of the show. Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Just Captain America, the Winter Soldier.
Captain America, the Winter Soldier. I watched that one a couple weeks ago. It was like a week ago. I really liked that one. I gave that one, what, like a 9 out of 10, Avengers. I liked the story. I was shook when Bucky Barnes turned around and said, "Here I am." I knew he was still alive because I had seen pictures of him, but I didn't know like when he was gonna make his comeback, so I was very shook by that. I just thought the storyline of that movie was very well done. I don't know, I like, Captain America isn't my favorite, but I do really like the movies that he is in. And then we watched Guardians of the Galaxy. I was excited to watch that one because there's rides of it. We're getting a new ride at Epcot. There's a ride in California Adventure. And I knew it had something to do with music. I've seen Austin Mix live at Epcot before. Y'all, that movie was so bad. It was so bad. The storyline was terrible. The characters pretty much sucked. I like Rocket. I like little baby Groot at the end doing his little dancey dance. But that one, I literally gave a 2 out of 10 Avengers because it was not it. I did not like the storyline. For me to like something, I have to invest in one of the characters, and there's nobody in that movie I invested in. However, we watched Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Volume 2, whatever. And I did like that one better. Still wasn't my favorite. Like, I'd probably still only give it like a 6 out of 10 Avengers. But I liked the journey that the characters went on. I thought that storyline was better. It captured my interest more. Yeah, but now we are finally at Age of Ultron, and Wanda is in this one, so I'm very excited because Wanda is literally the reason that I started watching these movies. Yeah, let's watch Age of Ultron. Just finished Age of Ultron. I really liked it mainly because Wanda was in it, and Wanda is my favorite. Cause like the storyline, I mean, it was good. I feel like it was a little weak and predictable that like as soon as Ultron was like born, made, whatever, I was like, okay, so he's gonna be bad and they're gonna get him and then everything's gonna be okay. I already knew Pietro was gonna die because I've watched WandaVision. And like there was like 10 minutes of them like trying to figure out about Vision and what he is and who he is. And I'm like, okay, well I kind of already like know that because I've seen WandaVision. So it was like kind of, I already knew a lot of it, but I still really liked it. Like I think the Avengers movies are really good and I love Wanda, so it was good. I would probably give it like 7.5, 8 out of 10 Avengers. Definitely not the worst, but not my favorite. I think I like the first Avengers movie better, but this one has Wanda, so it wins. Next is Ant-Man, and I can't say I'm looking forward to that one, but Wanda's in Civil War.
Which is after Ant-Man.
Yeah, so it is what it is, but definitely not the worst one, but not my favorite. I've never looked better in my whole life, but we just finished Ant-Man. I expected to hate this one, and I really liked it. Like, I think I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10 Avengers.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that the concept is really stupid, that like, it's a guy that shrinks into the size of an ant and he can control ants. Like, that's really stupid, but the actual like storyline of it and the like fight aspect, or like the good guy versus bad guy aspect, I really liked.
You also just love Paul Rudd.
Yeah, big fan of Paul Rudd in every aspect. So yeah, and I liked the comedy in this one. Like, I don't know, I thought like his little friend group, like they were all funny, and like, I don't know, they just be cracking jokes, you know? I really liked this one. I'm excited for the second one because I do like Hope, that's her name, right? I like Hope, and I have a big feeling that she's gonna be the Wasp in Ant-Man and the Wasp. Definitely liked that one a lot more than I thought that I was going to. 8.5 out of 10 Avengers. Alright, so we just finished watching Spider-Man Homecoming. We did watch Civil War though, and I never gave a review of that one. Remember the last time I filmed and I was big sad? That's all revolved. That's all resolved, and I'm happy now, so all is well. Civil War, I really liked. That one was definitely one of my favorites. Do you remember how many Avengers I gave that one?
I think
Was it
So
It was
it was 9.5 out of 10, and then the big reveal about Tony's dad.
Yeah.
You got upset and dropped it down to 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I really liked that one in the beginning, and I was like really into it.
With like all the Avengers.
Yeah.
Because there were so many of them.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, Team Cap all the way. I get where he's coming from. Lots of Wanda in it. And then we found out Bucky killed Tony's parents, and I don't know, that made me like mad at Cap that like he knew and didn't say anything. Like I just feel like that was pretty shady of him. And it really made me mad. And then I was Team Iron Man. I still agree that like Cap's whole thing about getting like the government involved or whatever. However, I think it was shady of him to know that Bucky killed his parents and like not even say anything. So yeah, overall 9 out of 10 Avengers. Very much enjoyed that one. Spider-Man Homecoming, I did watch, even though that one's not one of the ones on Disney Plus, but Caitlin said I needed to watch it, so we did. I would say for the first hour, it was a 1 out of 10. Like, I literally checked to see how much longer was left because I was so bored. And then he opened the door to pick up Liz to go to the dance, and it was the bad guy, and I was really shook by that. So that made it better. I still would say it's probably only like maybe like 3 or 4 Avengers out of 10. I don't know. I don't love his like powers and stuff. I know this is kind of the point of his character, but he's just like a whiny kid. Yeah, not my favorite of the Avengers, but Iron Man was in it, and I like Iron Man, so that really is probably what gives it 4 out of 10 Avengers. Be like that. But yeah, what's next? Doctor Strange?
Doctor Strange.
Wanda's not in that one though, right?
No.
She's in the second one.
Well, yes. It has not come out yet.
Yeah, I know, but she's filming in it. Yeah. Okay, well, that's all for tonight. Just finished Black Panther. I did like this one. I'm gonna say it probably gets about 8 Avengers out of 10. Boone looks really cute right now because he just rolled over. Hi, Booney. Would you like to say hi?
Boone is our own little Black Panther.
Yeah, you win a Black Panther. Anyways, yeah, I'd probably give it 8 out of 10 Avengers. I feel like it was a very, not a complex like storyline, but it introduced like a whole new like nation and group of people. Like it felt very like, I don't know, like Star Wars. Like it could have been a whole trilogy just for this movie to like really understand like what's going on. But I thought it was interesting, a little predictable, but like I feel like a lot of the Marvel stuff, especially because I know like who's in some other movies, like knew that the Black Panther was not actually gonna die. But yeah, I did like it. I thought it was good. I like Black Panther a lot. I like the warrior girl, and I like the little sister. All good characters. Yeah, pretty good. Okay, my camera was dead last night, so I never filmed it, but we watched Doctor Strange. I really hated it. I didn't really like the storyline. I didn't really like any of the characters. It did not capture my interest in the way that I thought it would. But in Doctor Strange 2, Wanda is in it. So, Booney, what did you think? Did you like it? He slept through the whole thing, so I don't think he loved it either. Like, how many Avengers did I give it? Like 2, maybe?
Yeah, 2 out of 10.
Yeah, it was definitely not the one. Not the worst of them all, I will say. But, meh. Pretty mediocre. Another day, another Marvel movie finished. We just watched Thor Ragnarok. I didn't love it as much as Kate really hoped that I would. It wasn't bad, just like it didn't capture my attention the way some of the other ones have. Boone, can you stop scratching yourself for 2 seconds? Booney, you okay? Okay, thank you. I like the dynamic between Thor and Loki in this one because, as you know, I'm a big Loki fan. So that was fun. And even like I liked the Hulk in it, and I don't really care about him. It just like, it didn't do it for me. I don't know, the storyline didn't seem that, didn't have a lot of like depth to it. And like, especially like, I know that Thor is in the Avengers movies, that like, okay, well, they must be the sister. So like, I don't know. Marvel movies are pretty, what's the word?
If you say predictable, I'm gonna be irritated. Okay,
You said it on me.
Fair that you're saying they're predictable when you're like 10 years late to the party.
Okay. I mean, I think just superhero movies in general are predictable because you know the good guy's gonna win.
Well, that's just movie in general. Like a very basic movie storyline is the hero's journey.
That is true.
So yeah, the good guy's gonna win. That's just a movie.
I think I would probably rate it a solid 5 out of 10 Avengers.
Oh my god.
This is one of Kate's favorites. It wasn't bad, it just didn't strike my fancy like the other ones did. Next is Ant-Man and the Wasp. We'll see how that one goes. All right, another one down. Tonight we watched Ant-Man and the Wasp. That was like one of my favorites. I don't know why, I really like Hope. I love Paul Rudd, so like I like Scott. Scott's his name, right? After I said it, I was like, that doesn't sound right.
I'm a really big Scott fan. Wait, is that his name?
But I like Hope a lot, and just like, I don't know. I like the story, and I felt like that movie, like, I feel like I knew in the beginning what was gonna happen. And then I still had, the light said we're not talking anymore. Echo, turn on floor lamp. Anyways, yeah, like I knew what was gonna happen just because it was pretty predictable, but I still like had anxiety during the movie that like, oh, what if this doesn't work out? I didn't love Ava and like that whole element of it. I feel like we could have done without that. But overall, like, this was one of my favorites. Like maybe like 9.5 out of 10 Avengers. Is that the highest I've rated one? This isn't like my favorite one, but like I thought it was a really good movie. I also feel like I've critiqued a lot of these really hard and given them less Avengers than they deserve. But
you're saying this now because you don't want to say that Ant-Man and the Wasp is your favorite.
Literally.
Movie. Like, you know what? I think I've really been really hard.
You know what? Maybe I like some of the other ones a little bit more than I thought that I did.
Suddenly I'm a big Ragnarok fan.
No. But the last two movies, what?
You're a big fan of Luis.
Yeah, he's funny. I think he's a nice addition. The last two movies are Infinity War and Endgame, which I feel like those are like, that's Marvel, man. Like, those are big ones. And Wanda is in both of those. I'm very excited. And yeah, we're getting to the end. But Ant-Man and the Wasp is like pretty high up.
We did not watch the post-credit scene.
No, yeah. People were like, oh, you need to watch Infinity War first and then Ant-Man and the Wasp. But I've been watching them in the order that Disney Plus says is chronological. And Ant-Man and the Wasp came first, but everyone was like, well, you can watch it, but don't watch the post-credit scene, because I guess that gives away stuff. So we didn't watch that. Ready for the last two?
We will watch that between Infinity War and Endgame.
This might be the worst I've looked in one of these clips yet, but we just finished Infinity War. That was crazy. So here's the thing. I feel like the movie was really good. Like, I have to give it probably 10 out of 10 Avengers. But like, it also made me really bad because they literally killed my favorite characters. Like, Loki is dead, question mark, sort of, I guess. He ain't coming back. Wanda got blipped. Also, Star-Lord, trash. Real trash. Like, they had him and then he got mad because of his girl, so suddenly he's my least favorite character. I mean, I already didn't really like him, but now it's like extra reason not to. I think I enjoyed the movie. I say I think because it really just kind of made me mad because Star-Lord sucks. Started the movie killing one of my favorite characters, ended the movie killing one of my favorite characters, so like, justice for Wanda and Loki. One more. Crazy. It's almost over. I will update you in just a second, but where's Wanda?
That's all you care about.
Today is April 26th, 2021. 2 years ago today, April 26th, 2019, Avengers Endgame was released. Guess who just watched Avengers Endgame and sobbed? I have now watched every single Marvel movie. That's a lie. I think I skipped the Hulk and maybe one of the Spider-Mans, but those aren't on Disney Plus, so we don't even count them. But y'all, I watched every single Marvel movie. I'm such a fan. This one by far was the best one. Like, hands down, no questions about it.
11 out of 10 Avengers.
Oh my god, even every Avenger out of 10. I don't know how many Avengers there are at this point. There's a lot, but all of them times 10. That's how many Avengers this one gets. It was so freaking good. I sobbed. I knew I had seen spoilers because of being so obsessed with WandaVision, I guess. I don't know. I'm on Marvel TikTok, and I already knew Iron Man was gonna die. I didn't know how, but I knew he was gonna die. Like, I've seen that on Twitter years ago. And then I saw on a TikTok that Scarlett, or Natasha, Black Widow, whatever you wanna call her, that she died. I didn't know how she died, but I knew she was gonna die. Nobody else died, right? It was just the two of them?
Mm-mm. Smart
Hulk was a odd surprise. Didn't know that was gonna happen. Professor Hulk, whatever. That was crazy. That movie was so good. It was very long, but it honestly like didn't even feel that long. The movie gave me a lot of anxiety because I knew that like they were gonna win. Like, I've watched WandaVision. I know everybody returns from the snap. Like, I knew what was gonna happen, but it was still just like, I was on the edge of my seat. But yeah, that was so freaking good. So now that I've watched all the movies, I had planned to rewatch WandaVision again before watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier. However, I think I have now watched WandaVision all the way through at least 10 times. Like, I literally always am watching it. I always have it on. It's truly my favorite show to ever exist. So I think we're gonna skip over it. I will still watch it here and there, but I'm not gonna do a whole like rewatch of it, such Caitlin doesn't really want to, because even together we have watched it like what, 3 times through at least. So maybe I'll, not right this second, but maybe I'll give a couple of my thoughts about WandaVision somewhere in this video. But now we're gonna start Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and then we're done.
Till Loki comes out in June.
I know, and then maybe we'll have a part 2.
But now you understand where Loki can kind of fit in as not being dead.
Yeah, I do understand that now. Which, I mean, honestly, even when he died, I was like, yeah, okay. Because it's Loki. Like, I don't know. He's the god of mischief. Like, it's not surprising to me for him to, like, be dead but not be dead. But now me and Caitlin are chatting about theories about all of the other characters and how...
You want to tell them some theories we're talking about?
Really, the only theories we're talking about is that maybe Iron Man isn't... Not that he's not dead, but that he, like, put his consciousness into something, like, Jarvis-ish. Oh, I also thought it was really cute when he, like, went back and, like, met his dad, and the dad's driver's name was Jarvis, and he had a British accent and stuff. That was a really nice little touch.
Well, I feel like Jarvis, the AI, is the AI version of that guy.
Oh, really?
That's what I assume.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we should disclaimer, we know nothing about the comics, and all of this.
Oh, God, I know absolutely nothing.
This is all based on comics, so, like, yeah, it's all written out in the comics already.
Yeah. So. Who knows? The other thing is that because all of the stones were returned, Scarlett, Natasha, Black Widow, whatever you want to call her, might not be dead. I don't know. She's got it's a movie coming out, right?
I believe it's a movie, yeah.
But it's an origin, like how she became an assassin, not her life post blip. God, I look so bad because I was sobbing.
I'll be honest with you, I know nothing about that.
I don't know anything about anything. Like Loki, Black Widow, maybe I'll do some research, but...
I like to not do that. I like to go in with no expectations, no spoilers, no nothing.
Oh, I like to know everything before it happens.
We are not the same.
yeah. All right, well, maybe I'll go cry a little bit more. Also, I'm gonna knock down, how many Avengers should I give it? Like 100 out of 10? I'm gonna knock that down to 99 because not enough Wanda content.
I was about to say.
Hello everyone. Me and my cat are here to talk about The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That's one of the worst shows I've ever seen. It was not good. Like, the storyline, like, I understand the storyline, but it also, like, doesn't really make sense. Thank you. And it just, like, I don't know, it was like a 6-episode long thing that it was just like one continuous story the whole time. And like, I mean, WandaVision obviously is also one story, like most shows are, but like WandaVision had a lot more depth to it, and this show there was no depth. It was just a continuation over and over of like literally the same exact thing. I didn't really like any of the characters. I don't really care about Sam. So like, he's the star of the show. The only good person really was Bucky. I was not super shocked when Sharon was like actually a bad guy. Like, as soon as she showed up, I was like, this feels fishy. Yeah, it just like wasn't good. And I don't even think like the actors did good. Like, it wasn't like they were bad. I think it's just like a poorly written show. I don't know. It's like maybe one Avenger out of 10, if that. Like, it was pretty bad. Probably will never rewatch it. Will be very surprised if it gets a season 2. So anyways, stream WandaVision on Disney+. So despite what I had said, I watched Spider-Man Far From Home. I think that's what it was called. Whatever the second Spider-Man is. I'm pretty sure it's Far From Home. Everybody told me I should watch it, so I caved and I watched it because I found somewhere that I could watch it for free, because I was like, well, it's not on Disney+, so I don't really want to pay to watch it. But I did watch it. It was fine. I thought it was better than the Homecoming one. Like, it kept my attention a little bit more, but it's the same vibes as the other one, that like I don't really love a high school story. This one did make me like Tom Holland just like a little bit more. And I think that the storyline was a little bit more relatable than Homecoming was, because I think that's why I hated Homecoming so much. I would still say it's probably only like 6 out of 10 Avengers. Like, it wasn't the best. But I am starting to really like Peter's character a little bit more, and I like the dynamic that he's getting with like May and with Happy, and like I think the whole tie-in with Tony like leaving him the glasses and stuff, like that really tugged at my heartstrings. So that was cute. But yeah, not my favorite, still not like a Spider-Man huge stan, but it was better than I thought it was gonna be. Listen, I have learned from talking about my love for Marvel that some of my opinions are a little controversial about my favorite movies, my favorite characters. It is what it is. As I'm editing this, I realized when I said my 3 favorite characters, I said Marvel, Iron Man, and Loki, which is not true. I don't even really like Captain Marvel. I think I was just getting confused because Wanda is my favorite character through and through, and I feel like such a fake fan that I messed that up. But yeah, Wanda, Iron Man, Loki, 3 favorite characters. Moving on. And I think my 3, honestly, I have like a top 4 favorite movies, which is Endgame, Civil War, Ant-Man and the Wasp, and Thor 2: The Dark World. I have learned that having those as your favorites is very controversial. People don't love that, but it is what it is. I'm a huge Marvel fan now, and I'm super looking forward to Loki coming out this summer, Black Widow, Doctor Strange 2 because Wanda is in it. Everything that the MCU is bringing, I am so excited for. I really think I love Marvel more than I love Star Wars, which when I started this, I wasn't expecting to happen. Let me know what your favorite MCU movie is, who your favorite character is, or what you're excited about for the future of Marvel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all again real soon. Bye!